If you can get 10 sales, you can get 100 sales. If you can get 100 sales, you can get 1,000 sales. Even if you've already achieved those numbers, the principles and value I'm giving you today are the foundation you need for your clothing brand no matter where you are in your journey. Learn from this and apply these to your clothing brand to scale even further. There's 3 things that need to be in place for you to make sales: a winning product, a good website, and good content. First things first, a winning product. This should be the first thing you do since you can't make content without a product and you want to make your website around your product. I don't care if this part takes you a few samples to get right or a month or however long it takes. This is the foundation of your business when you're first starting out, so take your time on this. You will need to use Illustrator, Procreate, or Photopea to make your first mock-up. Do some research on products that are trending, your niche's best-selling products, and what has been working so far. Don't copy nobody, just get an idea of what you want to make. If you already know what you want to make, then you can go straight to making your mock-up. Make sure your product represents your brand's aesthetic and message. So if you're more of a dark streetwear type of brand, then you wouldn't make a bright green windbreaker. It's not on brand. You can branch out later on, but when first starting out, I suggest staying on brand and staying consistent with your brand's message and aesthetic. You can get inspiration from anywhere: a TV show, Instagram, Pinterest, an art museum, or just driving around your city. Once you figured out what you want to make, open up your graphic design software of your choice and start to make a mock-up. If you don't have any blanks to design on and don't want to draw your own, you can go to brandbible.us and get your blank from there. After that, go ahead and make your design. Once you are finished and satisfied with your design, you then want to either make your tech pack. If there are some details you want to make sure your manufacturer knows about, it should look something like this. I suggest you go ahead and do this so you and the manufacturer will understand better and will cause less confusion. But you could just send the mock-up and explain everything to them as well, but make sure everything is understood before you have them start to make it. You then need to find a manufacturer. Check out my video on finding a manufacturer after watching this video. It's the first video I made, but here's a quick rundown. You can either find your manufacturer on Instagram or Alibaba. I suggest Alibaba because there are a lot of scammers on Instagram, and I personally don't use Pakistan manufacturers. And there's no way to file a claim to get your money back like Alibaba has. Go on Alibaba and find manufacturers that have good reviews and have the trade assurance badge and the verified supplier badge. Once you find your manufacturer, send them the mock-up or the tech pack and talk pricing, shipping, etc. I suggest talking to a few manufacturers before going with one, comparing prices and other stuff. Don't rush and go with the first one you find. Once you get the sample back and you like it, you can go to the next step. If you don't like it, don't feel like you have to stick with it. Make changes and try again. My first sample I didn't like it, so I made some tweaks to it and I got something that I liked. You can check out my video on how I found my winning product if you want to hear more details about that story after you finish this video. Now that you are satisfied with your sample, it's time to build your website. I suggest Shopify. It's easy to use and simple, so you don't need any web developing experience or need to hire someone to do it. Pick a theme you like and start adding your logos and pictures. Your pictures need to be high quality, crisp, and clean. You don't want any bad quality pictures on your website because it hurts your Google ranking and SEO, and it also hurts your credibility with potential customers when they come to the site. I'm going to make a more in-depth video about building your website and optimizing it for conversions, but here's what you need on your website. Any type of social proof is always good. Things like reviews, customers wearing your clothes, UGC, and things like that. You can also use trust badges if you don't have these yet to ensure customers feel good about their purchase. At the beginning, you need to gain the customer's trust. That's your main goal. You want your website to be simple, no enter screens or anything like that. You want the least amount of steps possible to the purchase. You want your website to be clean and easy to navigate. Look at it through a customer's perspective. If you was a customer and you just happen to find this brand, would you buy from this website? Keep that in mind when you're building a website. Think like a customer. You also want a fast website. No one likes slow websites, so make sure that your website loads pretty fast. You can check the speed through Shopify and GTX metrics. Every page needs to have a call to action like shop now, learn more, etc. Your product page should include a size chart and product description as well as any other things customers may need to know about the product. Product description needs to be easy to read and not too complex. 54% of Americans read at a 6th grade level. Keep this in mind. You need to have an email marketing or SMS marketing pop-up on your website so you can collect customers' information to inform them on discounts, new products, and restocks. You should aim for your SMS and email marketing to make up 30% of your revenue. This is the industry standard. You should also have a shipping app like Pirate Ship or Shipping Station on your Shopify. a review app, an upsell app, and depending on your niche and aesthetic, there are probably other apps that you could use as well. This is the quick version. There's other factors that go into this, so do your own research. But this should be enough to get you started and start getting you sales. Last but not least, content. I know you heard the phrase content is king, and it's true. There's only 4 ways to market: paid advertising, cold outreach, warm outreach, and content. Cold outreach is like cold calls. Like if you had a sales job, you would call potential clients, but they never heard of you, so it's a cold call. A warm call would be maybe you talked to them before, and maybe they've signed up with their email and you call them. So that would be a warm reach because they know who you are already. Paid advertising is like Facebook ads, TikTok ads, any ads that you can put money on in paid advertising, Google ads, anything or any platform where you give money to have your video, picture, whatever you put promoted. That's paid advertising. And content is posting on TikTok, posting on Instagram Reels, just posting content for free. And even if you plan to run ads, you need good content to run the ads with. Ads add fire to the flame. So get a piece of content that's working good organically, it should work good as an ad too. So make a lot of content and different content until you find what works and doesn't work, and then repeat. Try to get a formula for your content so it can be more sustainable and more consistent. You can still do trendy content, but you don't want to always rely on what's trending. This is going to be a trial and error type of thing. So don't get discouraged if your videos don't get many views in the beginning. Stay the course and you will start to get better at making content. You will get better over time. Start making content and wait a few months and look back at the first piece of content you made. You will see a huge difference in your content. Improve 1% every day. You will get better at whatever you are doing if you apply this rule. Progress is hard to see as you are doing it. Only in hindsight do we really see the progress we made. Like when you start going to the gym, you expect to see results after a week of going? It doesn't work like that. You have to go for a while and then look back at when you first started, and only then will you see the progress you made. Don't give in to instant gratification. Delayed gratification will always be better and more worth it. Remember this: if it was easy, everyone would do it, and everyone would be successful. The hardest things in life tend to be the most worthwhile. If you make a commitment and do all of these things for long enough, you will get sales. Some will get sales after a few days of doing this. Some will take months. Some could even take longer than that. Everybody's journey is different. Don't compare yourself to nobody. You are on your own journey and no one can do what you are meant to do. Check out my video, The Best Time to Start Your Clothing Brand. This should give you more perspective and more motivation to do this. If you really want this, stay the course, stay consistent, don't give up. That's why I made Dreams Fade, to inspire and to be a reminder to continue to work towards your goals even when it gets tough. You'll be happy you stuck through with it after you've seen how far you came. The goal of Dreams Fade is to inspire and be that reminder to keep pushing it, don't quit. Thank you for watching this video. Check out my clothing brand at dreamsfade.com and follow us on Instagram at dreams.fade. Thank you. Subscribe and like this video if you learned something, and comment your favorite part of the video.
The best gift of being early in your career is that you can completely take everything that you've done, roll it up in a ball, and throw it in the trash. Like, I swear, it doesn't seem like a gift. It's the biggest gift on planet Earth. Because what happens is you start an idea and you start telling a friend about it, right? Then you change your Instagram bio, like creative director of said brand name. And then you're like, you meet a few people around town and you're like, oh, this is my brand. This is what I do. So at like 3 days from that original start of changing Instagram bio, you feel like you can't change. You feel like if you do, then everyone thinks that you failed and then the brand doesn't exist and yada, yada, yada. And I swear, like from a brand name, so many times I meet people that like they've evolved from the name that they've started. And it's like, just throw the name away and come up with a new one, or your brand premise, or, so if you thought that, you wanted to do streetwear one day and then you're like, wait, I'm seeing too many streetwear things. I haven't even launched, I'm going to switch it up and I'm going to go couture or tailoring, or I saw a film and that inspired me. Like, screw that. Like, there's no fault. And it's actually your greatest Like it's your greatest power.